Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the Bears under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the Wildcard round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he more than did his part, the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Gets by him at the 25 and brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason. So now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
On third down, it's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now comes the Cowboys punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 40-yard punt, no return. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And now it gets real, because as a rookie quarterback, all those accolades and great performances in the regular season, they essentially go right out the window. They get erased, and you have to start over. Played extremely well to get the team the #1 seed and the first-round bye. But this is where he proves himself as a quarterback in the NFL. In the playoffs, and can he win games?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Hey, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Here they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he will have the Bears first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Able to slither by, and he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 32. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And perhaps now close to the first points in this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick here is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no win, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And now here come the Cowboys. And one thing we haven't pointed out yet, probably should, you got a dome team on the road, January, cold weather. How tough is that, or is that something that really shouldn't come into play?
Well, it shouldn't come into play, but let's face it, if you've been a dome team all year and used to controlled environment, you need to get yourself outside a little bit for practice during the week, and that's what most of these teams do, because just because they're playing a dome doesn't mean they don't have bad weather outside to work in, so they can do that, get their guys acclimated, and then that way, it takes it all away when you get to game day in a foreign place.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Prescott from the gun on third. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. On 3rd down, Elliott.
And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10.
A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Onto the field now come the Bears.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards.
And the Bears have moved out in front. 11 touchdowns for the rookie in the regular season. He's got his first here in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-3. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Prescott. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Prescott to throw it. And that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Prescott yet again. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First down, Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Yannick Ngakoue, his second sack of the night. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They ran him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Prescott now from the 50. And that's Elliott, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 1. Over the middle to Smith.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He gets it to Thomas.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
The offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Thomas brings it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Play action now, Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted,
another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 2nd down and inches. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, where you see the final score there. Chris Godwin, a touchdown catch in the victory. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they did even less on the ground as they've struggled to get the run game going.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Smith catches left side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3.
Kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott, throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, you don't become a 2-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles, and Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this from the wide receiver. They can hit really well, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Yannick Ngakoue bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rondale Moore, 49 yards.
And the Cowboys are back within a score.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second down at 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Back to throw here. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points response there to that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. is incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's taken to the 26. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bears are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now Prescott.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And room there to work it inside the 25.
109 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 6. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cowboys have recovered.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. A 20th carry here for Elliott.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
123 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
A first down throw for Prescott. Able to find Gray here. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's in 34. They'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and the pressure gets to him again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To the air again, Prescott. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And the Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody.
it.